Hey Aries, I'm Eleanor and welcome to Peaches by Starlight Tarot. This is your weekly pick a card reading and your theme this week is Blessed Sight combined with your monthly theme of the Queen of Pentacles, feeling very grounded and able in the physical world. And so I am using the Crow Tarot and Blessing cards. I have stack 1, 2, and 3. They're timestamped below so you can skip right to the one you feel is meant for you or more than one if you like. This is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, I do offer private readings, so my Etsy page is linked below. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you. I'm very close to 50, and when I get 50, I'm going to do a pretty big video with money and love, and it'll be a extravaganza of pick a cards. Anyways, stack 1. Oh, I forgot to tell you about what all this means. This is talking about being in a better position in the real world to see the bigger picture and see the point of all your challenges. So now stack 1, I'll get to it. You have the Chariot, the 9 of Wands, and your blessing, you're being blessed with growth. Okay. Are they in frame? No, they are. Okay, so I'm noticing in these cards how you have the sun here and you have the moon here, right? So that's telling me with the Chariot, there's an alignment happening, and I'm seeing that sun and the moon being the two parts of you that are aligning. So that's talking about your subconscious and your conscious mind being less working against each other and more working with each other. And so with this 9 of Wands, it's as though you have survived a lot of rounds. You've been kind of through the ringer, but instead of being beat up by it and being put down or dragged down by it, drained by it, you've been taking a lot of insight from it. And so there is, with the 9 of Wands, like one more obstacle between you and completion of this cycle. So there is more to come, but you're going to, with this Chariot, blast right through it, and with the right motivation. It's as though the challenges you've already overcome have helped you to get a bird's eye view, and so you can see the path and not get too deterred. And when you're on the ground, the obstacles are up in your face and they seem much bigger and they loom and they may seem like they are bigger than they are. And when you kind of zoom out and get the bigger picture, you see that what seemed like a big boulder or like a wall was really just wasn't as far across as you thought, and you can easily go around or something like that. Or if it's not as tall as you thought. So if you're looking right here and all you see is wall, it can seem like you can't get over it. But if you're zooming out and getting this bird's eye view, you realize it's just over is just right here. And so while there is an obstacle, there is a challenge. It's not as big as it is going to confront you with at first. And so it's kind of like a video game, and having integrated parts of your shadow as you've gone along and learned from that, it's kind of it's strengthened you and increased your health bar a little bit, so you have more of a buffer and more strength beneath you and more ability to take the hit points or whatever. It's like you're becoming more of a boss and less defeatable as you go. So well done there. Stack 2, you have the 7 of Pentacles, the Hermit, and your blessing, Aries, is vulnerability. So with the Hermit, this vulnerability is going to be talking about being vulnerable with yourself. The Tree, I'm looking at both of these cards, and they both have this kind of bare tree. See that? This one's totally bare with the snow, and this one has the pentacles sprouting from it. Those are your real world gains. But the tree in this Crow deck in particular, it is kind of a symbol of the unconscious mind. And it does reflect this Queen of Pentacles, because this hermit crow here with his little light, see him? He's scaled the tree in your alone time. There's been a lot of alone time for a lot of people right now. I don't even have to look at the cards to know that's been going on with everybody in their life at the moment. But you've scaled this tree and you've made some actual real world gains, kind of like what it's saying up here. So this tree is bare, and so it's as though this vulnerability is where you've cleared all your protections and camouflage, and there's no leaves, there's nothing to cover you up. You're just kind of laid bare you've laid yourself bare with yourself. You're able to look at yourself in the mirror and see all of the good and see all of the bad and see yourself as whole in your true and authentic, genuine, real form without judgment. And so in so doing and being able to achieve that, this snow in this deck is a symbol for divine wisdom, and it's going to, so you've laid yourself authentic, you've laid yourself bare, you've taken away all of the camouflage and all of the masks and all of the things that are, I mean, I'm thinking of Adam and Eve and the coverings that when they realized they were naked. So this is you ripping those things off and being totally naked with yourself and allowing divine wisdom to land on that nakedness, nourish the tree like it's nourishing the roots, and it is sprouting here in the Seven of Pentacles, bearing fruit. And so that's where the work that you do is showing and is visible to the outside world. That's this Queen of Pentacles, how when you have done such and such and you get these real world gains, this is how you appear. This is how you walk the world as this Queen of Pentacles. And that's how you'll be seen. Now, the difference, whether or not you get that or you don't get that, has to do with how you're treating this time, this alone time. Is it something, are you recharging and being vulnerable? Are you using the time for self-discovery? Or are you just retreating and escaping? So being alone, it's not just about being alone and cutting other people out or having some alone time or maybe enjoying your own company for a little bit. It's, are you using the time in the way that they're talking about and actually having this vulnerability with yourself and actually getting to know yourself on a deep and profound level versus distracting yourself with books or TV or many projects? It's not the same thing. Okay, I think that's the takeaway here. Stack 3, you have the Five of Swords, Justice, adjust that, and your blessing is adaptability. Adaptability represents these two cards exactly. This is what these are all about, taking new skills from your challenges and adapting and moving forward new because of what you experienced, rather than being, cut down by them, experiencing losses by them, but taking the lessons and being strengthened with each new challenge. And so in this case, with this Five of Swords, the challenges have come in the form of wins that ended up costing more than they were worth. Being all the times that you were right, but that it cost intimacy, or that it cost connection, or it cost an opportunity. That being right has proven to not be as rewarding as it is in the moment that you think that that's all that matters. So this Crow of Justice, it shows you in a better and higher position to be able to foresee the consequences that maybe before you couldn't. Like, it maybe before that being right was the end game. That's all that mattered. And so it hasn't been until you did that a few times, had those few wins, and started to be like, wait, why? I got what I wanted, but I'm still feeling imbalanced. I don't feel at the end of the day whole, or like I did win, even though I did. And so you're looking at that, and you're being able to look at, in situations where that comes up again, able to foresee and able to predict and make models for other potential outcomes before making that choice that would result in something that could make you feel imbalanced in the long run. So that is what you're looking at this week, Aries. I will talk to you next time. Thank you.